As you can tell, 2018 is deemed to be the year of the notorious notch. Nearly all smartphones that are out in the market right now comes with this thing. So in order to stand out, there must be a unique feature that should be different from the others. So let's see if this phone have hit that spot. Hi guys, this is Kim of YugaTech, and here's a review on Vivo's first smartphone with an under-display fingerprint scanner, the X21 UD. If you've seen a review of the Vivo V9, then you're not missing much of the details, as they almost have the same look and feel as this phone. And in case you've missed that video, we'll just put the link down below. Now there are actually just some few differences, like the positioning of the ports and the lack of the standard fingerprint scanner at the back. The power button and volume keys are on the right, and the usual ports are here, like the 3.5mm audio port that is found at the top, and the micro USB port and SIM tray that is found at the bottom, which uses a hybrid setup. The overall frame is made of aluminum while the back is glass, although it still has that plastic feel, but maybe that's just us. But like the Vivo V7, the sides taper towards the edges to have that thinner feel. In the hands, this phone feels edgy and grippy, and the build is quite good. Even in one hand, we still manage to grip the phone easily. Although most of the time, we still need to use both our hands because of its glossy feature. And yes, it's a super smudge magnet, but good thing it comes with a protective case inside the box. Now the display is a huge 6.28-inch AMOLED display with a 19:9 aspect ratio. We like the quality of this screen, it's vibrant, colors are rich, and viewing angles are good. The notch, however, can be distracting when watching videos and even while playing games, since there's no option to hide this feature. But the good thing here is, this notch is not just a design, but it has a purpose. It houses a front camera, built-in infrared light sensor, and for the camera to help unlock the phone. In terms of audio, speakers are down-firing, but it's loud and crisp. However, bass is lacking, but plugging a decent headphone, you can take advantage of the hi-fi DAC audio feature. For the camera, this phone is equipped with dual rear shooter consisting of one 12-megapixel dual pixel PDAF for the main, and the second is a 5-megapixel to aid in that bokeh effect, while the front camera on the other hand is a 12-megapixel sensor. It's still got the usual features like HDR, portrait mode, live photo, face beauty, manual mode, panorama, and the new AR stickers. Another capability we like is the ability to shoot 24-megapixel images. Basically, the way it works is it processes your photo into a high-resolution version, but unfortunately, only the rear mode will have this feature. Overall image quality is far better than the other Vivo models, especially in well-lit conditions. Images produced have noticeable details, high dynamic range, and rich, punchy colors. Autofocus is also fast, as it almost never needed to use that tap to focus feature, but shooting on low light needs more tweaking. Images have softer details. It seems like the software adds more processing to the photo to make it look clean and less grainy. The portrait mode is also present, but to have a decent or better output, there must be a good distance between the subject and the background. It can achieve the bokeh blurry effect, but can still be easily recognizable as artificial when you look closely at the edges of the subject. Now as for video recording, it can shoot 4K resolution at 30 FPS. There's no video stabilization though, so shots are prone to shakes. Even when it lacks the OIS hardware feature, we still like the quality as it has good contrast, sharp details, and accurate colors. This phone uses FunTouch OS 4.0 based on Android 8.1 Oreo. Just like the V9, it has adapted parts of the UI to accommodate the notch, like the positioning of the network signal, clock, data or Wi-Fi, and battery level. There's no app drawer as it uses multiple home screens to house the apps. The usual Vivo style, swiping down from the top will reveal the notifications drawer, while swiping up from the bottom brings out the shortcut keys. You may also change the order and style of the navigation inside settings, which is nice. There's also game mode for uninterrupted gaming, smart motion for gesture-based controls, smart split for split screen or picture-in-picture mode, one-handed mode, app clone, smart click for quick app launches using the volume keys, and face beauty for video calls. Vivo's native apps are also there, as well as Google Apps and a couple of pre-installed apps like Lazada, Facebook, and WPS Office, which you can also uninstall. All in all, it's getting 107.41 gigabytes of usable space out of the 128 gigabytes. You can expand it using USB OTG or a micro SD card. Powering the X21 UD is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 660 octa-core chipset with artificial intelligence engine, Adreno 512 GPU, and 6GB RAM. Performance is great, navigation is snappy, while apps launch fast. Multitasking is not a problem and we can switch between apps smoothly. Playing graphics-intensive games are no biggie, and we didn't suffer from frame drops or crashes when we set the games in HD high realistic settings. All the warming is felt at the backside near the cameras, but not enough to be too uncomfortable. If you're curious with the synthetic numbers, here are the benchmark scores. But of course, the star of the show, the X21's UD unlocking technology. Apart from the under-display fingerprint scanner, it also has AI face access, which can scan your face to unlock the device. The under-display fingerprint scanner is as responsive as a standard fingerprint scanner, but it is not as fast as the scanners found in other flagships. There's a millisecond delay, but it is not really a big deal. It doesn't work with wet fingers though, just a heads up. The AI face access, on the other hand, uses an infrared module for nighttime or low light access. We found this method faster than the in-display tech as it can unlock the device almost instantaneously. Battery-wise, we're looking at a 3200 mAh capacity. So far, we're getting around 12 hours of light to moderate usage, which involves constant Wi-Fi connectivity and heavy social media apps. We get half of that when on mobile data or when playing heavy games. Our video loop test yielded 17 hours of playback, which is good. Fast charging, on the other hand, takes less than 3 hours from 0% to full. The Vivo X21 UD sets the bar higher on what features consumers can expect from a premium mid-range device. It has a large screen with respectable resolution, great performing chipset, large RAM and storage, and good performing dual rear cameras. The cherry on top is the under-display fingerprint scanning technology, which is currently a rare feature for smartphones. All in all, the X21 UD is a great smartphone for its class. Sadly, even with all of those great specs, the device has a high asking price of 29,999 pesos. While the under-display fingerprint scanner is a cool feature to have, it won't be enough to discourage budget-sensitive users to look elsewhere, especially if they don't really need that feature. So, that's it for a Vivo X21 UD review. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click that bell icon to get notified of our next videos. Once again, this is Kim of YugaTech, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!